and in the legendary that everybody need to cultivate inside and not only just outside, and to strengthen yourself, to have quality time and to have quality life instead of do so many things. And also it's a year of wealth and health and strength, and because ox is strong, and ox eat grass but produce a lot of energy. So that's what it is. And so this year is a great year for small business, and the year to be flourishing, a year to be internally organizing and externally expressing with beautiful actuality. That means to be prosperous. That's what it is. Okay, before we go into deeper, I want to see if we do a little bit breathing. Okay, good. All right. Now take a deeper breath. Now breathe out. We're gonna do 9-9. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. Again, breathe in deep. Breathe out. In. Out. Release all the tension. Okay, take a deeper breath in. Reach your hands up to each side. Out. Hold it. In. Out. In. Out. Okay, breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Okay, put your hands at your abdomen. Take a deeper breath. Breathe out. Hold it. Breathe in and out. Again, breathe in. Out. Thumbs touch each other. Take a deeper breath. Breathe all the way to your lower abdomen. Penetrate into your spinal cord and all the way. Feel the energy penetrate into your hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and the pineal gland, the three glands, and all the way to your Mingmen occupying on top of your scalp, the soft spot. Breathe out, and then you feel the energy begin to flow to your chest, and then to your organs, back to your lower abdomen. Let's start that small cycle. Breathe in to your lower abdomen. Penetrate it to your Mingmen, opposite of your dantian, above your sacrum, and all the way to your pituitary gland, hypothalamus, and the pineal gland, and penetrate all the way up to the top of your head. We call 北会 acupoint. In, out, in, out, in, feel the penetration into your spinal cord and all the way to your 百会 acupoint. Out. Let the energy penetrate into your organs, back to dantian, below your navel. Feel the flow of the energy. Breathe in. Raise your hands up. Hold it. In. Out. In. Out. Wonderful. Okay, now I want to say, Talia, what do you know? You went to China, right?
Yes.
What do you know about the Chinese New Year?
Chinese New Year is based off of the lunar calendar. It is announced of springtime, the new way of life, new way of thinking, new energy.
Good.
That's Chinese New Year.
Very good. Okay. Yes. So basically, this Chinese New Year is about the business need to think a new way to renovate, new way to penetrate into the universe, the new way to pay attention to the overall energy, the action, and how to take the action that is resonate with the cosmos, the resonate with nature, resonate with the vibration of the energy frequency of the cosmos, and so that your business will be in flow. And if you think separately, if you think in the isolated way, and you're not going with the energy of the universe, and you shut yourself down, and then so you have to rethink at the new year. And because this is a good year, year of the strength, year of the action. So how to take action and pursue and that dream you have. And it's about perceive, conceive, and receive. Perceive, and you need to see how that cosmic energy goes. The healthy energy, the financial energy, and the relationship energy, and the nature relationship, the human being relationship, group relationship. So that all that is energy, how that energy flows. And then you have business energy, you have a business relationship with that kind of energy. How that energy flows together, how the psychic energy flows together, how that the nature energy with the plants and the trees and the ozone and the whole universe, how that coherent with you. And then you design your business, you take action accordingly. That's why you perceive it's very important, and conceive. When you perceive, you conceive, and you get idea from the universe. That's through meditation. That's why we did the meditation. Through meditation, you will see beyond the physical being, beyond the material being, and beyond that tangible things. And then you will see something bigger, something deeper, something internally, not only just external expression, but the internal potentiality. So we call conceive. When you conceive, you take action, and all you do is ready to receive. And that's what Zen and always express is about the freedom, the total freedom of expression of yourself. Freedom, that freedom expression, it comes from the cosmic, the conception. And then that from that perceive, conceive, and then to that receive, and with the action. So all that is about, doesn't matter health, doesn't matter business, doesn't matter organization, doesn't matter a community, doesn't matter what. And it is always a flow with the nature. Good. What do you think? What do you learn in China? Anyhow, you went to China. How many times you went?
7 times now.
7 times. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times. So what do you learn from Chinese culture in terms of business, in terms of health, in terms of cultural differences?
That's an interesting question. One of the main things that I learned from being in China is that out of everything, people are people. And we are all here on this planet, and we're all connected together. And that it's best when we all have a good, positive, strong energy to flow in between us. Because when we have these negative things, when we have these conflicts, these divisions, just constantly worrying about this, that, or the other, or obsession with money or material things, Not to say that we don't need money or anything like that, but sometimes people get too into it. It creates a negative feedback loop, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, kind of like a ripple effect. This is what I learned in my many times being in China, that these energy flows have consequences, that it's not just you in your bubble, it's you and your family and the people connected to you and the people that you pass by on the street. You don't even know. When you're having these energy imbalances, it can affect things around you. But when you have this energy coherence, when it's nice and solid and square and permeating your entire aura, then things outside of that start to work out for you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, yes. That's precisely, you know, and I can see that, you know, because I taught people from probably over 100 countries, and I see, doesn't matter black, doesn't matter white, doesn't matter the yellow, doesn't matter blue, doesn't matter brown, or doesn't matter they are purple, but they all, you know, they're similar. They all want good health. They all want to, you know, they not only themselves healthy, they want the family to be healthy, they want the kids to be healthy, they want to make some money for the parents, for the families. They want everything to happen, not just make money. Money is a tool to serve, and it's beautiful. You know, just like Liu Feng, you know, who came to this show, and he has a big follower. You know, I just found out, and he has a few teams. I just one of his team is working with me right now, and is to promote Zen Taigong. You know, as you know, and just a few days. And today I just realized it's 312 people in that group, and already want to study with me. And
speaking of that, DeRu, how do people get a hold of you and that want to come and study and come to your campus? How do they reach you to make an appointment or start working with you?
Yeah, they all if they want to go, they can go to DeRu Academy. You know, you can see DeRu Academy, okay, DeRu, and you will find me everywhere. And DeRu, or you can go to DeRu Academy, and I have a Shaolin Institute. I have two organizations that are on the internet, and Shaolin Institute, and she works for Shaolin Institute, and I work for Shaolin Institute. Also, and she's assistant manager. I'm her assistant, and then I'm also working for DeRu Academy, and I'm assistant to Mike and.
So just go to DERU.
Yeah, DERU. Yeah, DeRu Academy. You know, that's what it is. Yes, and they can go over there and then to see, and what do we do? So we do a lot of free webinars, and we did a lot of free webinars, and we did you know, some of the things they can buy, you know, like cost small things like $36, you know, for 6 modules. It's you know, it's very cheap. It's like $190, but we give it, just basically give free for $36. Yeah, that's what it is.
This is educational set. This 6 modules to help a person develop their consciousness, develop their energy, positive energy flow, and positive health. It's a really high value, and we're just bringing it down so that more and more people can access this information, especially with everything that's going on, you know, these days, this past year, and in hopes of a better year.
Good, yes, and because the 6 modules is basically, it's about breathing. You know, that like what we do here. It's a different kinds of breathing, and about meditation, how you can transcend beyond your physical appearance, beyond the tangible appearance, and go deeper, and so that you can manifest your intelligence, manifest that infinite potentiality, manifest from the formless to forms, and from the potentiality to actuality, and but that's why the way of thinking, the conscious direction, and the command voice is very important. Your intent is very important. And then, so what do you want to do in life? How do you make your life that is available to others. Make your life energy really penetrated into human society, and make your energy that is really affect others in a very positive way. And then that energy, that positive energy will bounce back to you. And if you produce negative things, and negative things bounce back to you. When you produce positive things will bounce back to you. That's what it is. And that's what we call feng shui. Feng shui is about internal feng shui. Make your mind clear, make your conscious clear, and make your meditation clear, make your social circles clear. And that means you produce the beautiful things, a beautiful energy to the society and to the universe, and then will penetrate back to you and produce a lot of things around you. And that is beautiful. And what I call the bright, beautiful energy wavelength. And that is the harmony. That is the true inner intelligence or wisdom. And we all have. Sometimes we forgot. So, and then I also want to let people do some Kung Fu. Kung Fu, which is a lot of movements, take action. The Kung Fu is not about fighting. It's not about a competition. It's about inner development. It's about internal Kung Fu. And you have, I designed that from Tai Chi, from yoga, and from Qigong, from meditation, different kind of meditation, and then put together and with the Chinese medicine. So, and it's take action. So for example, we have this gentleman and from China. He has big lump over here, and the family is just worried. He cannot even eat anymore. And we just penetration, just meditation. That's all it is. Meditation, positive energy flow. And then I told the families, no problem, don't worry about it, and it will be off. And I said, well, either dissolve or self off. They don't believe me, and it got bigger and bigger. The people really worried. I said, don't worry about it. I just got a call yesterday, and then it says that my brother's lump is gone.
Oh, wow.
You see, it's a huge lump. It's gone. You read it. It's Chinese. 报告一个好消息，哥哥的嘴上的物种今天自动掉下来了，没有出血。我们很高兴，告诉哥哥您和大家在帮助他，他挺好，特别期待早日回国，大家都期待你继续练功打禅，带他一起做吧。已经变化了，他同意自己被压在五行山的孙悟空，等着师傅来。Okay, explain to them what it means.
Basically, that they are extremely happy and very amazed that over time the lump just went away,
yeah.
And he focused on himself and his positive energy, and they're besides themselves. That's really amazing.
Yes, because I do meditation with them, and they say, well, this distance, there's no such thing as distance. Consciousness without distance, without location. And this is a very prominent scientist in China. The brother was before the accident. And so people can change. So life can be changed. This is a good evidence. Just to send. What day they send? Wednesday. Yes, just go here. You see, this is a reality. So we see people say, "Oh, this cannot be believable." It was unbelievable 2 weeks ago, but now it's believable. And so what I see, that's all it is about. It's about each being, each life, and each organization, each community, and then this body is a community of 50 trillion. That's a big army. Big community, 50 trillion. And then we have 7 trillion big bodies all over the world. So we work together, and that's what it is. And it's just like you said, human beings are human beings. We all do work together. Doesn't matter where you are, and we all communicate it. We all in resonance with each other. And when we are resonant with each other, and then the energy penetrate, and it's totally different. And then there's some time, the module is take action. How to not only just breathing, the meditation, the movements, but how we can stick with the movements, with the meditation, and consistently affirm what we do. The formation is important, and every day you do what you supposed to do, and move forward step by step. And it's infinite potentiality you develop, and but at the same time, one of the things I emphasize is grit. Okay, give explanation. What do you see as grit?
Grit is perseverance.
Perseverance.
It's strength, but not just the kind where you work out a lot and say, "Oh, I'm really strong," but more like a strength of character, a strength of the mind, a strength of purpose, a kind of strength that works through whatever problems might occur just to achieve that person's best self, no matter what. But also doing so in a way that's not abusive or offensive to the people around them. That's what I see as grit.
Grit, actually, one of my friends who did research on grit, what I call Kung Fu. Kung Fu is all about grit. What is Kung Fu? Something as grit. Kung Fu means you pursue something with passion for a long time, you will accomplish. When you accomplish, and that the results is called Kung Fu. But Kung Fu is a process. It's a result, not only just the results. When we see you have painting a beautiful picture, when you play beautiful music, when you do a lot of things that is so beautiful, such quality, penetrated into that business, or into that skill, or into that techniques, or into that science, or into that technology, or into that art, and people say, "Wow, that's good Kung Fu." Kung Fu is all about grit. Means you have that integrity, you have that passion, you penetrate, you work hard without never letting yourself off. That means you never give up. And when you never give up, when you pursue, and you will accomplish. Sometimes 5 years, sometimes 10 years. For me, it's been 50 years I pursue this game. And you get a lot out of it in the process. That's Kung Fu. And so that's why I promoted the Kung Fu very, very deeply. It's not just the movements, everything everybody thought of Kung Fu Panda. That's Kung Fu, Kung Fu Panda. And it's very popular in the United States because it really gives that essence of the Kung Fu, the masters and how they practice the Fierce Five, how good they are because they practiced so long. And how that process from the panda to step by step, a lazy panda, and then slowly become a warrior panda, and become a really hero panda. So it's a process. And that panda take a long time and to realize that potential. That's what it is. And with a passion. So he never gave up because even though they sent him out and they tried to kick him out, but he kept going. That's a passion. That's Kung Fu. And there's a lot of, in that Kung Fu Panda has a lot of Zen, wisdom in it. And then never give up. That's one of the wisdom. And let it flow. Let everything, let energy flow. Just like the turtle said, the heaven and earth will give that potential to that one, that very one who are in it. Who is the one in it? Because heaven and earth give that one. That is the cosmic give that one who is in that potential. Everybody is in that potential, but some people willing to unveil the potential. But the others are busy with the dark clouds, with the noises, with the all kinds of noises, media voices, noises, or medical noises, or pills noises, all kinds of noises. And then they're totally engaged in what they see, in the material things, but they never really engaged into that potential. So with the panda, at least the panda at the beginning, he had a dream. He wanted to realize his dream, and he believed he will finish the dream. Doesn't matter how fat he is, and he will. and then he pursue on it, and he pursue on it. That's just like me. And I did the same thing. I did all my life, and as an orphan, without family, but I didn't care. I believe I can do it because of that potential, and that infinity of the mind, the infinity of the body, and then that you can do anything you want to do, and you will accomplish. So that's Kung Fu, what I call general Kung Fu. It doesn't matter what way you pursue. And that character, that integrity, doesn't matter you do for others. You have anything who watch you, has nothing to do with it. You do for that self. You do for that cosmic. You do for that inner connection. You do for that inner body and the outer body, for the whole self. And that's what it is. And without anybody's influence. But when you do that Kung Fu, and then your energy becomes different. You becomes stronger. Your energy becomes stronger, and your energy become more and more proliferated into the cosmos. And then that energy will be like a ripple effect and affect others because of your presence. Just like Liu Feng introduced me and to his team. His team want to do something and to promote Zen Tai Gong. That's what I do. Zen Tai Gong I promoted for the last, discovered for the last 40 years, and to experiment on it, experience it myself, and then discover myself, and discover of people around me, from different kind of health issues to different kind of businesses, and we have kind of a CEO work with me, and then they feel that their energy is no longer devastated, with a business, no longer that are stressed. Why? Because they let it go. They begin to connect. Then they begin to connect with the cosmos. They begin to let their energy flow, and then they get rid of that stress. They get rid of the old thoughts. They get rid of the old frame of work, the old frame of imprisoned mind, so to speak. So what I see is that when they let themselves go, and everything becomes in flow, and then they begin to see different employees, different people begin to give them good advice, and he begin to take in, and then themselves have become more in operation. And it's beautiful. So what I see is that is Kung Fu. Kung Fu is manifested in every spectrum of life, and as I see, and I think probably the same thing as your music. You play music. What music you play?
I play. Well, I grew up playing classical music. I play double bass.
Double bass.
But as I continued to grow, going through college, I continued playing bass, but I started learning about traditional musics of ethnic minorities in China, especially Mongolian music.
Good. Beautiful, yeah.
I have learned to play traditional Mongolian instrument called the horse-head fiddle.
Wow.
In Mongolian is marinkhur.
Okay.
And I just love all kinds of music, really. Music to me is just as you said, it's a part of life. It penetrates everything. And there's music for all kinds of moods, for all kinds of activities, for all kinds of people, for all kinds of languages. Music is just, it's like a treat, a real treasure to somebody's soul. And so, depending on my mood, if I'm feeling unbalanced or disturbed or something to that effect, I have different kinds of music that I like to listen to bring my mind back to a focus and bring my energy back to a balanced level. That's really my specialty in terms of music.
Good, yeah. Music is so actually in my 6th module and 9th module I also have music. The music basically is the music of the earth, the music of the sun, the music of the galaxy, and also music of the bell, like a temple bell, for example. Those music, they are like a vibration sound, give coherence. the sound of the waves and send to the universe. If they're calm, the harmonious sound waves, and then they're going to attract harmonious energy. If they're chaotic, they're going to attract the chaotic energy. So what I see is that a harmonious sound are the waves and penetrate into the universe, and then will be echo with each other, and then that energy will be proliferated in a beautiful way. So that's why music is also, even though I'm not a very good singer or player, but I love music, and most people love music. You can radio. A lot of radio stations play music, and TV play music. Everybody play music. Music is a part of our lives, and worldwide. So, and that's a part of my modules too. And because I use the music to kind of vibrate that energy's frequency and into the universe, and to give the signals that when you weak body, weak mind, you're barely able to do anything to voice that signals. So that means you don't have connection. When you don't have a connection, you isolate it. When you isolate, you become sick, and you are blocked. And then that's why the empowerment of the music, empowerment of the sound, empowerment of the energy, empowerment of the conscious penetration into the universe is so important, so vital, and for us and for us all, for the humanity. And I always say that we are in the participation of the conscious cosmos, because our vibration of the energy, our vibration of the sound, our vibration of the energy frequency, and we affect the surroundings, affect nature, affect the universe, and each one of us together, and then that's the humanity. The humanity will affect the earth. The earth will affect the galaxy. That's what it is. So we have to see from the smallest way to the biggest way, and each molecule, and will affect the whole body. That's reality. Yes. So when since you came here, how long been here now? With me for a couple of months.
About 3 months.
3 months. And you see, what do you see the coherence between what you do, and what our school do?
The coherence for me personally, it lies in everything that I've done since I was a kid. I've been interested in East Asian culture for a long time. And I first went to China when I was 16, and also playing music since I was 11. All of that is connected. I also took Taekwondo when I was a kid, so I've been involved in martial arts. I've been involved in music, artistic expression. I've been involved in just Eastern wisdom, different way of viewing the world, different way of approaching life in general. Going back and forth to China many, many times, talking to different people all over China. China is about the same size as the United States. It's a bit bigger. And I've traveled the entire country talking to many different kinds of people. And just all of that combined with what I do at the Shaolin Institute, which is not, it's not just a kung fu school. It really is an actual educational institution that focuses on bringing out the best potential in every single person that comes through our doors. On top of that, bringing everyone into coherence of the mind, body, and spirit. And everything that I've done, from music to studying to language learning to martial arts to meditation, all of that is combined into what I do in terms of promoting that to not only our students, but anybody that comes in contact with us. This idea of a well-rounded, holistic, comprehensive approach to life, not just in the physical sense, but in the mental sense, in the spiritual sense. It's all connected. And I wanted to say, on the point of music, is just as you said, these are sound vibrations. So it's not just, a wishy-washy kind of philosophical idea. This is backed up by science. These are sound waves, and just as light waves affect what's going on in your brain, how you process that information. Sound waves going through your ears helps you process that information, but also physically alters your body.
Yes.
It physically manifests in your cells. And the kinds of sounds that you're allowing yourself to take in, the kinds of sounds that you're surrounding yourself with, and then the kinds of sounds that you not only experience, but then use your own energy to help your body vibrate with that sound. It's scientifically proven to completely alter your state of mind, your state of health. And so this is everything that I do is involved in what we do at the Shaolin Institute as an institution of manifestation, of positive, healthy, connected together, flowing manifestation.
Beautiful, beautiful, yeah. That's it. And what I see is that the sound waves, the consciousness, because conscious interference is very important, as we see in quantum chemistry and quantum physics. And any conscious interference will change the whole state of a being. That's why, and you see from David Bohm to Max Planck to Albert Einstein, and then to Niels Bohr, and also all give that expression of that conscious interference of the matter, conscious interference of energy. When energy becomes matter, becomes particles, and what kind of conscious interference is going to be interfered that way? If it's positively interfered, and it become positive particles, that means that the realization will become positive. If it is negatively interfered, and it will become negative things. So that's very important of the interference. Just like what you just said, the sound is same thing. The sound vibration, just like energy vibration. Sound vibration actually is energy also, and that vibration will interfere into your reality and to make your reality, and whatever. If it is chaos, your life become chaos. If it is coherent, your life become coherent, organized. So, and the orderly way is also important. Our life is like that, and so our circulation of energy is like that. Our coherent frequency with the universe, the life connected with the universe, in that coherence is so connected and so penetrating to each other and echo with each other and in resonance with each other, in connection with each other, in union with each other, just like yoga. Yoga means what? It's union. Zen means what? Means total freedom, connection with the universe, and go with the universe, flow with the universe. That's what Zen and that the Taoist idea is about. So that means everything is, we are part of the nature. When we do things in accordance with the nature, when we do things according with the cosmos, when we do things in the similar frequency with the nature, with the cosmic consciousness, and then our lives becomes in flow with the nature, and that's what it is. So, and then we see, I remember that gentleman, a sheriff who come to school. You remember? Sheriff?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you saw him, did you see him as a disabled, paralyzed person?
No.
What did he do?
He just walked in and greeted me, and he went to the back training room to do his training.
Do his training. And 2 years ago, he could not even walk one step. Not even one step. His neurological is concerned, is totally damaged. And he had 2 operations, and the operation not successful. And then they cannot get rid of the neural infections, and he infected more and more, and eventually he paralyzed. And people say, well, neural infections, the neural damages, nobody can do anything. But I didn't see that. I see everything is in energy frequency. I say, well, if medical field cannot do it, maybe we can do something. So came here 2.5 years ago, and I told him if we can step one, you better can move, put it. You use your hands and put his one foot in front of another. You better can move, and he cannot stand, and his whole body is just totally like this. They're everywhere. There's no soft spot. Everything is just like a bar, iron bar. And today, totally different. He won kickbacks, and he went to South Africa. Want to teach Tai Chi over there. Unfortunately, he didn't do well.
Oh.
so I guess he didn't get too many audience. So 2 weeks later, he came back. Just that act alone, for a person who could not even walk, who could not even move his hands today, and he kicked the punching bags, and he does training on his own, and he went to South Africa on his own. That's to a lot of people, to the medical field, it's a miracle. But to me, I don't see. Why? Because I see it's cosmic effort. It's his own effort. His energy penetrated, and if he's open, and his energy frequency connected with the universe, connect with the cosmos, connect with the high consciousness, everything's possible. That's reality. When he told me he'd put something in your hand, in your pocket, I see this guy, So it's but that also speaks something, and he's no longer like a zombie, but he become active.
Yes.
He act like a normal human being now. It's from the totally neurologically damaged person, and to a person of normality. A person want to get some love, get some job, get some, do something for himself. He want to express himself at least, express his energy, and not only express his energy, but also want to help others.
Yes,
that's beautiful. To many ways. I see. What do you see?
It's the same thing. I see the same thing. It's I don't see him as some kind of damaged or paralyzed person. He's just a person on his own path, doing what he needs to do to reach his best potential.
Sure.
And so he comes in and he comes to train. Now he did slip his phone number into my pocket, but that's just still another manifestation of his humanity, his essential humanity. He's a human being just like everybody else. And we all have the same amount of willpower available to us. It's not just a platitude when someone says you can do anything you put your mind to. This is actually true. It is philosophically true, it's scientifically true, and it's practically true. You literally can do anything that you set your mind to, and that's part of grit that you were talking about earlier.
That's precisely. He called me 2 days ago. Okay. I put his name is he need oxygen. His name. Okay, so he shut his phone off. Otherwise, so I will get him to talk. So he called me all the time. Like, want to get some. So I want some energy. I said okay. So he just want to talk. He talks forever. Remember, you think about it. A person could not even talk. And then you tell him to talk forever. Just that alone, it's a beautiful expression. Of course, sometimes I'm driving, I cannot talk forever. I'm driving because against the law, I'm going to talk to him. He just want to talk. So what I see is that anybody can set the mind if they're not willing to give up. I have cancer. Okay, give up. They're done. The moment they give up the whole body, give the whole mind, they give up the whole potential. And then when they set the mind, I want to pursue my potential, I want to discover my wisdom, I want to pursue what I want to do. So they move forward, and then that desirable wishes will become true. And if you have that grit, if you have that kung fu, if you have that consistent, persistent grit, that's what it is. And what do you see, Dave? I said, what do you see, Dave?
Yes. You know, being Southern, when you say grit, first thing that comes to mind is food.
Grit.
But no, you know, you've taught me a lot, and I, like you, believe in mind over body, and that if you have the will, you can do whatever you want to do, and that you just have to. It's not a once and done. It's a continual.
It's continue. I like with the continue. Yes, and it's a continuity of what you do. So because when you pursue something, and just like Liu Feng, you know, Liu Feng at the beginning was working in China. People thought he was crazy. You know, he came to the United States, you know, and he was he was working on computers, and later on he himself studied meditation, different things, and used math because he used to do a photon. He's a photon scientist, and basically, and he's interested in light, interested in research of the lights, and he researched into the particle, the light of the particles, and he researched in the waves of the light of energy. So, and then later on, he began to see the light energy, the particle becomes and light, and then the energy, the waves, the energy waves, the particles, exist at the same time. He was very, very interested in those things, and in the quantum field, and he began to do some research. That's why I met him like a couple of years ago. He thought I was quantum physics because he thought I was a quantum physicist, and then I told him, no, I was just a normal guy, and I don't know anything. I just kind of talk. A lot of people thought I was doing kung fu, but I don't, according to their kung fu, and so. And then we become connected, and then at the beginning, people thought he was crazy. You have this idea because you cannot anchor, you cannot do anything. You cannot have a factory or something. But he pursued. 10 years later, he has like almost 500,000 followers, and all over China, and he helped similar organizations all over China. And he even came here to this station to talk. David, remember him? Liu Feng, Professor Liu Feng, and then it's a beautiful thing, and we all together and work with each other and in coordinate with each other and cooperate with each other, and I hope in the new year will bring great energy. The whole new year will give you a totally different conscious direction to be prosper.
One more time, tell us how to get a hold of you all.
You can reach us. You can find us online at DeRuAcademy.com. It's DERU Academy.com. There's also the Shaolin Institute, our physical location. We have 3 campuses here, one in Atlanta, one in New Orleans, and one in Mobile. That is Shaolin, SHAOLIN -world.net.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
You're listening to America's Web Radio on the AmericasBroadcastNetwork.com.